Hello everyone, welcome to UNSW Esports Club's Casual League, our flagship event that runs once every term. We are in the third out of 4 weeks where you'll be entertained as uni students from UNSW and across the country battle it out to see who has what it takes to take home the title of Casual League winner. This term we have 3 games on display. Valorant, which now has a Premier League where you will have the best of the best battle it out, and Amateur League, where rising talents have a chance to show us their skills in a competitive yet fun setting. This term, Teo were our winners, and you can check out the VODs for those on our Twitch. We've also got Rocket League in progress with the final 3 teams battling out on the final stage tomorrow, so make sure to check that out. On today's schedule, we have the group stages of good old CSGO, and we're very excited to see who will make it out to the final 3 of the finals next stage next Saturday. Hello everyone, my name is Brad, and I am the treasurer of UNSW Esports Club, and joined with me today I have Lino. We'll let him introduce himself.
Yeah, good afternoon everyone. It's a pleasure to be here to cast the CSGO Casual League.
Yeah. Alright, so today we have 5 teams, and if we could get the brackets up maybe? Yeah, so we have 5 teams today battling out. Some of these teams we've seen before, such as Mickey's 5, and yeah, I think the only team I recognize is Mickey's 5. And
we have some returning players becoming in slightly different teams with mixed players. So
yeah,
it'll be interesting to see who comes out on top.
Yeah, so I think G3 Esports, we'd have our former exec Stosh there. Hopefully.
Yeah, he's a beast of a player, isn't he?
Yeah, actually a beast. Ex-pro, or is he still playing pro? I can't remember.
Oh, he hasn't made up his mind. But I'm sure he might after this performance today that we're about to see from him.
Yeah, and we got Team Red F as well. So I know Red F is cracked as hell, cracked out of his mind. I think he's like face at level 10 or something.
Yeah, he's a very good player. I've seen him myself. He hits some nut shots. Yeah.
Damn. Why aren't you playing this tournament, Lino?
Oh, because I'm up here casting for you guys.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
Alright, so CSGO. It's a bit of a oldish game. Has there been any recent updates recently?
Not recently. It's been out for 10 years, but they roll out new updates every year or so, or depending on however Valve wants to do it.
Yeah, I think
they can be a bit temperamental with their release schedule.
Yeah.
But we've seen a bit of a resurgence in CS:GO actually since they've rolled out some new updates, such as the new operations. They had a bit of a hiatus a couple of years ago where they didn't do anything and the game fell off, but now it's back.
Yeah, the new operation's pretty sick with those 30 missions, guided missions, and
Absolutely.
those points where you can just buy stuff. And also, I think the latest major update in terms of gameplay was it L1S getting...
Oh yeah, the A1S, or the M4 A1S, I should say, for those of you not familiar with CS:GO, got a major buff. It is now cheaper, and the damage has been increased. And we've seen a major change in the competitive playing field, with most professional players opting to use the A1S instead of the M4A4, which had been a big player in tournaments past.
Yeah, another update that was relatively new was the Dust 2 update, where they changed the suicide, I think what it's called?
Yeah, the in-game call-out suicide, which is basically just a small hallway right out of the terrorist's spawn point. It's blocked the view from the terrorist spawn all the way to middle.
Yeah, I really like that update because I remember every time as CT side while you're crossing, you always get tagged, and that was so annoying. But now it's a bit better, I guess.
Yeah, Hopefully, we'll be able to see Dust 2 in action today, but we don't know yet what maps Mechis 5 and G3 Esports are going to duke it out on.
Yeah, so
Um,
right now I guess we'll just talk about prizes. So winners of the CS:GO tournament will receive a proof-full bundle, which includes a gigabyte keyboard, mouse, headset, a worth of $1,000. So pretty huge prize, and yeah, so it'll be pretty interesting to see who will come on top.
yeah, absolutely.
All right, so I think we'll go in the ad now before we do the map bans. So I'll just quickly go through sponsors. So for this UNSW Esports Casual League, we are proudly sponsored by Aorus and Intel. So please head over to their Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to show their support. Show your support, sorry. Winning teams from this casual league will receive prizes such as Gigabyte monitors, Aorus NMVE SSDs, Aorus keyboards, and Aorus headsets.
Absolutely. I want to say a big thank you to Gigabyte. They've been a long-term sponsor of the UNSW Casual League. I know it's been difficult finding sponsors in the past, but Gigabyte has stuck with us, and they've returned yet again for this tournament. And we've seen some great prizes, especially in CS:GO. Actually, the value of the prizes add up to about $1,000.
Yeah,
So
great.
it's a lot of money being played for today.
Yeah. Damn, I actually wish I was doing it. Yeah. Alright, so now we'll be going through a quick ad and we'll see you guys in a bit. Alright, so welcome back everyone. So we're gonna now go through the map bans. So it seems that the first map ban is Ancient, which I guess is not really expected. Not everyone is really comfortable with that map. Same with Nuke, Vertigo, Dust 2. I'm surprised Dust 2 was banned because it's one of the most popular maps in CS:GO. Then we got
Perhaps we'll
Overpass.
see it in the next few games, but
Yeah,
now it's down to between I think Inferno Mirage.
yeah, everyone's comfort map, sorry. Pretty sure everyone in AU loves Inferno and Mirage. So
Oh,
we'll see.
absolutely, yeah.
Oh,
And we've seen it. It's now Inferno. So we're going to see our first game being played on the Inferno map, one of the most popular maps.
yeah, so Inferno. So that's a map with a lot of map control, especially with mid and banana. So I remember when I used to play the game, taking banana was absolutely AIDS. Like CTs would just dump util and take that. So what do you think about Inferno as a map?
I think Inferno is a very technical map. You'll see people in the like lower skill groups just try and play it out as if it's just a random, run down the hallway, shoot them up. But at a higher level, you require a lot of utility knowledge, coordination to really get the best out of your team.
Yeah, for sure. Like especially like you were saying with util, like with Inferno, teachers can burn out the utility really quickly. So it's essential that you understand how and when to use the util.
Absolutely. And for the opposing terrorist side, it's very hard to rush a site without expecting some utility from the opposing team. And those utilities really just block off the entrance to the A and B bomb sites.
Yeah. All right. So we should be getting to the game soon, I think. But oh yeah. But in the meantime, so we'll talk about CS:GO in general. So what's your favorite map, Lino?
Well, I'd say my favorite map is Inferno.
Is Inferno, yeah?
Yeah, it's one of the maps I've played the most, and surprisingly, I have not gotten sick of it as some would do with other maps.
Yeah.
To be honest, I'm not a big fan of Dust 2 myself.
Yeah, Dust 2
Um,
is heavy reliant on timings and stuff.
I would like to see more games being played on maps that we don't see much of, such as, of course, Ancient, Vertigo, Nuke. But we understand that those are relatively newer maps, new in quotation marks. So most players aren't particularly comfortable. They'll think that it's more of a luck-based game if they compete on those maps. But hopefully we'll be able to see some of those come into contention later this evening.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that when I used to play CS:GO a lot, that 90% of my games will be Mirage and Inferno. Yeah, so a lot of us are really comfortable with those maps.
But I'm sure with the talent of our current two teams that we're going to be seeing competing, Mechis 5 and G3 Esports, they're all fairly competitive and ranked pretty highly. So I think they'll be comfortable playing on just about any map. But it seems here that they've stuck to their old tested and true favorite of Inferno.
True, true. Alright. Actually, can't wait. So has the meta changed for Inferno that much?
The meta for Inferno has not particularly changed. Of course, there's new strategies, like the most common default positions, and a way to counter that is to play something else. But generally speaking, we haven't seen much of a change, and I think Inferno is due for a bit of a refresh soon from Valve.
Yeah, I think the last update for Inferno was it the car they changed that or something?
Are you talking about the car on the banana?
Yeah.
I
That
don't
was
think they've really
ages
changed it, but that was ages ago. Yeah,
ago. Yeah, ages.
we're talking about like almost 4 or 5 years ago. Um,
Yeah, it's been so long. So we should be going to the match now, I believe.
I believe so. It might just be a matter of seconds.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on the two teams? Do you have a good idea of who might come out on top, or do you think it's evenly matched?
So Mickey's 5, I think we've seen them last semester, and they're in Valorant as well. They were pretty good at Valorant. They played in the Amateur League. I remember seeing some cracked players and recognize a few of the names. But with G3 Esports, I see Stosh. And instant favorite team.
Oh, of course, I know you have a big infatuation with the Stosh, former exec of UNSW Esports Club.
He was. Oh, seems like we have some technical issues. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we're just experiencing some technical issues. They should be resolved in a matter of seconds or potentially 1 minute. But in the meantime, we can talk once again about
How good
the
Stosh
teams
is. Oh.
and the Stosh. Well, he's
Yeah.
coming in today with a it's slightly different roster. I'm sure in the past some of you will have seen that he rolls with
Oh.
some other teams, and we're already into the game, and we see that
One
yep,
hit,
the
Tech
terrorists are trying to take the A bomb site. It's down to a 2v3 with the terrorists currently being unfavored. And we see Mickey5 making his way onto the A bomb site. The bomb has been planted, the terrorist on the A bomb site. But does Mickey5 know? Player in pit? No, but he gets taken down anyway. Stosh gets one.
Oh.
He's going for the knife. He does not get the knife onto Stosh.
Oh my god.
That would have been tragic to see in the very first round.
Wait,
But Mickey's 5. Yeah, Mickey's 5 takes the first round.
Okay. So a bit more technical issues. In the meantime, that round. So by the time we started watching it, so it looked like the T side tried to take A side, but then CT's held it down well. But Mickey5 almost trolled. He gave Stosh an opportunity, taking out his knife. I swear, if Mickey5 died there, Stosh would have won the round. Sure. Or had a good chance for at least.
It was a 2v1 situation for Stosh in the end. But unfortunately, he couldn't get the shot onto Mickey's 5. I think he was out of bullets, actually.
Yeah, that's unlucky. Yeah,
But it's good for them. Yeah, they've got the bomb down.
Yeah.
So they
With
should
that-
have enough money to force next round if they choose to. But they might also opt to save for better weaponry in the third round.
Yeah, that's true. But I feel like with Mac 10s and Galils, you can buy Mac 10s and Galils in the second round if you get bombed down, right?
Oh, absolutely, yes.
Yeah, so that's a pretty strong buy, especially with CT economy, the gun being way more expensive and having limited util. If they choose to force, there's a good chance of winning the round.
Yeah, absolutely. But it's very much a very big risk to take, especially if you lose that round and you don't get the bomb down. You have nothing to show for, and then the counter terrorists can take the next 2 rounds.
Yeah, and you'll be 4-0 down already. Yeah. So T-side Inferno never was really a big fan of it because the CT utility and the AWPs can be really annoying. But we'll see how E3 Esports get to counter that.
It seemed like a pretty quick rush there onto the A bomb site from G3 Esports. We'll see if they choose to take the same approach into this next round, or if they might stay a bit more cautious. But we didn't see much util being thrown out.
Same goes for the CT. Oh,
Okay.
wait,
So we
G3
fa-
won the round.
Yeah, they won the force round, it appears. So now they've got plenty of weaponry to go into the third round, whereas the CTs are stuck on pistols. And we'll see a pretty quick take into mid and banana. The kind of terrorists have been forced back onto the B-bomb site, and let's see what goes on from here. Liftcore is clearing out the cubby, and we'll see Axios lurking in apps, trying to take advantage of any players that might be caught lacking in there.
Yeah, so that's the problem with CT. If you don't have U2, it's so easy for T side to take that space. As you can see, T sides they've already gotten banana control for free. They pretty much have top mid control. Now this looks like they're going to execute towards A side.
Yeah, this looks like a short execute from the terrorists here. But we do know that there are 3 people on site right now, and I Love the Sharks gets taken out by Stosh, and it's a pretty clean sweep here on the A-bomb site. And second round for G3 Esports.
Yeah, overall good round by G3 Esports. Playing default, not rushing into.
I don't know if you can see anything. Oh, back. And this is the 4th round now we're seeing. We're seeing a pretty quick force here from the CTs. They've been taken out on mid, and it's another clean sweep for the T side. We have 1 player remaining in Apps, I think. He's only got a P250. There's nothing much he can do here other than trying to scavenge for a kill, but he doesn't. He gets taken out by Stosh, who's just waiting for him, farming those eco frags, as Stosh always does.
Yeah, for sure. Alright, so I think this is the first proper gun round of the game.
And it'll be interesting to see how they take it.
Yeah, so CT have full U2. Oh, they opted to go with the orb.
Oh yeah, the orb is very dangerous, especially if it's in the hands of the right person. But we're going to see a 2-man hold on banana. This might be considered risky by some, but he goes for the aggressive peek. He tags down Liftcore. He can't get the kill, but that's some serious damage, and they get him in the end with the grenade. As I said, the util is lethal on this map.
Yeah, the lineups that the city's been doing. So with the molly and smoke of car, I think that's the Furious smoke, right? With the one-way.
I believe so. They didn't quite take advantage of it, as they typically should, just holding there, waiting for the terrorists to peek, but they took matters into their own hands. And we're going to see on the A side, Stosh and Septic have been taken down. And so now it's only a 2v5 on the T side. Things are looking bleak. They're going to need to go back and retrieve the bomb. Here we see Axios lurking his way onto the B-bomb site. He knows that there are at least 2 people on the B-bomb site, but he's probably not particularly confident. A lot of angles to clear. He's going to throw the smoke down onto CT. Do they expect this man on the bomb site? No, he gets taken out by the boost. Cheetos can trade frag, but there's nothing much he can do, as that's a pretty comfortable round win for the CT side.
Yeah, a beautiful round by Mackey's 5. The utility usage that they threw down banana was amazing. So the Furious Smoke gave them the information because they peeked off it and then got some damage down, and they threw some nades and got some kills. That was really cool by them.
We see another buy round from the T side here. They're going a bit more aggressive into banana this time. They're picking it dry. Mamba does not get the shot off. He gets tagged down by Cheetos. Pretty ballpark game here.
Yeah, so T-side trying to get that top mid control, making sure they don't get flanked from banana.
Mamba holding down the line here at top mid. They're smoked off though, and he sees one. Raze gets a pick onto Cheetos, and Mamba gets a follow-up onto Axios. And now it's already down to a 5v3 again. The G3 Esports are looking scared here.
Yeah, the smoke that they threw down for
But does he know? Septic's sneaking up onto Library, he sees him, gets a shot off, it misses. But now we've got a bit of a stare down here. And Isle of Sharks is sitting in pit, waiting for the push, and he gets nothing as Stosh comes down and takes him out. That was an appalling shot. Unfortunate to see, but the bomb has gone down, and now it's a 3v3. Liftcore gets taken down. Mamba is still debating whether or not this guy in Library is going to be a threat. And we might see shot here come off, and he gets it. Now it's all down to Stosh. Can he win this round out? He cannot. When it's not an eco, he has nothing to show for. This round will go in the favor of Meki's 5.
Yeah, it's a good job on Mickey's 5 getting the 2 opening picks, but somehow G3 Esports managed to get 2 returning picks and take the site, but they were way out of the library lurk, and yeah, overall well played by Mickey's 5, closing out the round.
Bit of a team effort right now. We're not seeing many multi-frags, but Lava Bell himself has somehow still managed to land 7 kills in 6 rounds. A brilliant performance from him right now. We'll see if that continues into the later stages of the game. And now it's 3-all. The strategy hasn't changed much for the T side. They're still doing the typical banana take. And the players in mid and second mid are just lurking back, waiting to see if the CT will take aggression into apps. And it appears they are considering it. But with all the util that's been thrown around, they can't do much but just sit back and wait for an opening.
Meantime, I think in top mid, we got Lava Bell, Mickey 5 taking a lot of damage. I'm not sure how that happened. Maybe he spammed through smoke or some util damage.
You see 3 people setting up a flash into Divider, and Raze is smoked off. See if they choose to go through Diggity, but they don't. They run all the way back to Banana, trying to sell this A fake, and is looking very troublesome for the 2 CTs on the B bomb site. They're gonna have to be ready to take them down. Lava Bell's on low HP, but he's in a good position. He gets taken down, but Meki 5 returns with a kill onto Septic. And he's locked on the B bomb site. He misses a shot, but he takes down Axios with a second. And it's a lockdown B bomb site for the CTs. There's nothing they can do. Live core. Tries he might. He gets 1 pick onto Mickey 5. He gets a second, but Lyle of Sharks comes and cleans it up in the end. But they did manage to get the bomb down, so they might still have money for the next round. But right now, it's looking like a comfortable streak for Mickey's 5.
Yeah, Mickey 5 with the 4k hold on B side. It's crazy. And with all that pressure, I'm pretty sure both of those players were low as well, and they still managed.
Oh yeah, they were.
Well, yeah. So insane job on Mickey 5. So it looks like the T side opting to
Seems to be a bit of a confusion as Liftcore goes for the full-out buy, whereas the rest of his team is on a mixed eco purchase. And he's going to play it safe once again. Perhaps he doesn't know that they have decided to save. So they're allowing the T side to get quite a bit of control here onto second mid. The CT's playing on Banana, playing very cautiously. They assume that somebody's in Banana, but there's nothing there. It's completely empty. And they have no information to show for. This could be a very fast apps take. He gets a shot onto I Love Sharks. Brilliant 1-dig from Axios. And now the CTs have realized it's an A take. Raze gets caught out by Liftcore. And as does Mamba with the AWP. And well, their passiveness has been taken advantage of. And now it's down to a 2v5. Lava Bell will manage to get a pick onto Liftcore in the meantime. And Meki's gets a second onto Septic. So it's down to a 3v2. This is still possible for the CTs. 65 makes his way down into short. Axis will get hit by that grenade. But the time is ticking. Can we see anything? Taking it very cautiously, and it appears they're going to save this round. So the 8th round will go in the favor of G3 Esports.
Yeah, it's a bit of a misplay for CTs there. Gave him
Oh!
Oh. Mickey
The
5.
money is down though. Yeah, Meki's 5 gets a kill, and 2 of the Ts die from the explosion.
So it will affect the util that some of the players of G3 Esports play. As you can see, Liftcore and Septic having barely any util. So that might affect the outcome of this round. Also on the CT side, got a few players with barely any util with Rumble.
But we're seeing the double AWP setup. I'm assuming one's going to be on the B bomb site, and it is. Do the terrorists know? Well, they've spotted out the AWP in Banana, but Meki 5 is waiting for any subsequent pushes. And he's going to catch out Liftcore. There's going to be no trade, no one's behind him. And that's a free kill, but Septic, on the other hand, gets a kill in apps. onto Sharks. So it's a level playing field right now. Seeing a much more slow approach recently. In the first few rounds, it was much more aggressive, but I think the players have sussed out each other and they've taken the game much more cautiously. The remaining 3 terrorists. Oh, and he gets a blind shot onto Septic. That is very lucky. And they'll be happy to see that it's down to a 4v2 now. Terrorists. They haven't got much to do. They're surrounded on 3 sides. They've got to find an opening. They don't know where some of the CTs could be. Does he know that they're in library right now? They see the bomb. But I think a terrorist is hiding in the cubby. Ready to get a pick. And he gets taken down from behind. Stosh gets a follow-up onto Raze, and it's down to a 2v1. They've turned this around very nicely. Stosh being very low, but as of course, Mamba has an AWP. It's going to be very difficult for him to overtake, especially if they play together and double swing onto him. He has a good idea of where Stosh is. Taking this very cautiously. He's going to have to peek the guy into pit and get the kill, and then find Stosh on the site. And he doesn't. Axios comes out with a very wide swing and takes the head off of Mamba. That was a brilliant round from Axios and Stosh, clutching it out for their team.
Was that a V2? Yeah.
Yes, it was, yeah.
Well, that's crazy. Especially against like 2 Wolves and the Rifles. Damn, well played.
Yeah, the CTs let him get too much map control there in the end. They had them surrounded on 3 sides. They managed to find an opening somewhere.
Yeah, and the CT are forced to an eco now.
Lavabel takes a shot. He sees the 2 players rushing up Banana. He's going to fall all the way back to site. And Mamba here waiting, lurking in the apartments. Try and take advantage of an unsuspecting AK wielder. He gets taken down. His greed got the best of him. It's already down to a 45. Looks like Mekies 5 is opting for a bit of a gamble here. They've moved 3 players to the B bomb site. Just Raze holding down, and it appears to be potentially the wrong gamble. Holding around top mid, clearing out these angles. And now they've realized they're doing another gamble. They were sending all the players down back to A. We'll see if that comes to fruition here. We've got Raze on the A bomb site. Takes down Stosh. He can't get the follow-up onto Septic, but he does some damage. Stosh running through, but he won't have anything to show for it. As him and Meki 5 get taken down, it's just down to Lavabel, who's at 6 HP. And the round closes out with G3 Esports taking a very comfortable eco round.
Yeah, I love the way how G3 Esports play against eco rounds. They know that
yeah.
CT...
Stosh is lethal on those eco rounds, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, they make sure they make no any mistakes. All that. Alright, so CTs, yeah, they don't have enough for an orb, so we'll see how they can manage this round.
You see a bit of a banana take here. He's lurking in the smoke. Mekies 5 has a good idea that they might be up to something. You sit on top of the boxes waiting for an opening. Can't get the shot off onto Cheetos. Cheetos does get traded off though by Lavabel, but he in turn gets traded off by Axios. And now it's going to be a fast B take. 4v3 situation. Mamba can't see anything. He's blinded and there's a smoke. And the terrorists will get hold of the B bomb site. But it's very much a possible retake. The 3 CTs are on full health and the T side is looking a bit worse for wear. They do have all the util to block off the entrance. Axios will take down Mamba, but Axios gets traded off by Raze. We're going to see a 2v3 situation. Septic behind them, and he gets the shot off onto Sharks, and now there's not much Raze can do. He's trapped on 2 sides. I'm going to try and look for this guy behind him. Stosh just sitting, waiting for the peek. And Livcore will clean him out. Very comfortable round there for G3 Esports. They finally have something to show for now, and they're beginning to build a bit of a lead on Mekies 5.
Yeah, the CT economy really hurting Mekies 5.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
You just have 1 gun round, and then when you lose, it's just no money at all. The CT economy in this game is depressing. Alright, so you got
The
the.
CTs are rushing down mid. Livcore will take down 2. He won't be able to find a third just yet until Septic takes down Sharks, and then finally Liftcore gets a follow-up on to Raze. And now we're just down to Mamba. He's working down into second mid. But there's no one there. The terrorists have just taken this chance to run onto the B-bomb site. It looks like it's going to be another round for G3 Esports.
Yeah, again, J3 Esports playing the default, understanding that CTs might do something crazy on their eco buy, so making sure they don't get caught off guard. So overall, a pretty good round from G3 Esports, taking no casualties unless Mamba can get these exits.
Oh, he gets a nice shot onto Liftcore, but Stosh will clean him up as per the eco rules.
Yeah.
That was a nice shot onto Liftcore there from Amber. Seems to be pretty lethal with the Deagle, although he's not doing too well. Hopefully we'll be able to find some more picks this round with the AWP.
Yeah, so this might be the solution for the CTs with double AWP setups, because most of the rounds they've won were from the hands of the AWP on CTs, so we'll see what they can do here.
Seeing a bit of an aggressive take into mid here. Mekies 5 just holding down Banana, getting a shot off, like nothing to show for. Septic, in the other hand, will get taken down, and it's down to a 4v4 once again. What was aggressive at the beginning of the round. Now a bit more slow, but Cheetos will find a nice pick onto Raze. And it looks like they're going to advance onto the A-bomb site. Lava Bell hiding there behind the box. Axios can't get anything there. Lava Bell will take him down. And Cheetos fighting off. Liftcore gets the pick. And Liftcore actually gets a second with the Molotov. That's very unfortunate for Mamba. It's just down to Mekies 5. They'll miss a shot onto the player jumping off into pit. And now they know where he is. Mekies 5 will find the follow-up onto the player at Diggity. But once again, this is a very tricky situation. It seems to be the exact same setup they played a couple of rounds ago in this 2v1 situation. And it worked very well for them. Mekies 5 is going to opt to save. A very good choice. As the CT economy is not doing very well at all. But with the losing streak, they should be able to gather together a small purchase of perhaps a mixed buy, like a FAMAS or something. Far from ideal. And that's the 9th round for G3 Esports. Coming up almost to the end of the first half. You expect something to change in the second half with G3 Esports taking on the CT side?
I'm not sure. I think G3 was playing very well. Like, even with the double setup from Mekies 5, they're still managing to avoid it. So I think G3 Esports have a good read on the game.
Absolutely. Mekies 5 has been unlucky with some gambles they pulled in the last few rounds. The utility knowledge is actually pretty good. They have a decent control over when and how they throw it. But it appears that G3 Esports just has the guns and the aim to back up their advances. And it's already down to a 4v5 again, as Septic will take down Mekies 5. That AWP from the last round, having done nothing this round. Very unfortunate. We're going to see a bit of a stare down into mid. As the terrorists bring the bomb over.
Looks like they're doing a beat fake. Yeah, and it'll call one of the CT rotates over.
Absolutely, as you can see, someone is rotating. Lava Bell's coming over to the B bomb site. They're really selling the fake here, but Liftcore take out Mamba. Raze will get the pick onto Axios. The terrorists get taken out on the B bomb site. But now they've realized the remaining 2 terrorists are on the A bomb site, and they have to gather together a quick rotation. Looks like they're going to go through Banana, and with the HP on Raze, this might be another save round. And they could opt to do so because they're very low on money, and next round is the final round.
I feel like
Here's not. They might be walking into a trap here. Septic might be able to gather 2. Easy frags, gets 1, and he gets a second onto Raze. Beautiful spray control. And that's a 10th round for G3 Esports.
Yeah, beautiful 4K from Septic as well.
And the money is looking very poor for Mekies 5. We see SMGs, a couple of M4s, but limited utility on those M4s. And it's not looking good. Stosh in control of the AWP. Not known for being an AWP player, but we'll see how he picks it up this round.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so most of the CT's utility is almost gone already now. It's only a few flashes remaining. So T-sides can execute wherever they want, pretty much for free.
Yeah, they just walked right up banana. They know the CT economy is a bit stuffy right now. The CT's on A, just cautiously holding. I Love Sharks will get taken down by Septic with a beautiful peek there from the apps balcony. Mackey's 5 will get tagged down. He knows there are players in mid ready to advance. Axios throws down some smoke onto Arch. Couple of warning shots being fired there from Meki. And they take advantage of Divider. Mackey's 5 might decide to walk through the smoke here, as will Axios. He spots him. That's very unfortunate for Meki right there, as Axios gets control of Arch. He gets a follow-up onto Lava Bell, and, well, this round looks pretty much over. Mamba and Raze with very limited utility and nowhere near the bomb site. This is a pretty comfortable 11th round for G3 Esports as we come to the end of the half. And if you see the terrorists just running away from the A bomb site, they don't care about the bomb. They're ready to get those frags. And of course, Stosh running down. He's ready to hunt those easy kills because he needs them. He brings out the AWP. He misses the shot and he gets taken down by Mamba.
Yeah,
well. Maybe stick to Valorant, eh?
Oh, true. But G3 Esports showing no respect towards Mackey's 5, hunting them down on the last round.
Absolutely, the confidence is bold from them as they make their way onto the second half.
Yeah, but Mackey's 5 still has a chance to make the
We
comeback.
see a bit of a BM here from Cheetos. With the dual Berettas.
Is he going banana? Doolies? Oh my god, this might be huge.
He's throwing a nade down onto mid. He's ready to
this might be huge.
Sling his Gatling gun round, and this might be it. Terrorists are gambling on this A site. They throw a smoke off, and Cheetos fires a couple of warning shots. He's gonna get a pick onto Meki 5 through the smoke. Meki has not had the best game this game. Stosh will take down a Raze, and he gets a second onto Mamba. Maybe he heard what I said. Proving me wrong. To be fair, he is doing pretty well. 13 kills to his name, with only 8 deaths.
Yeah, the whole team's doing well. Everyone above double digits except Cheetos.
But Cheetos has still managed to find himself a very comfortable 1 KD.
Yeah.
Trading kill for death. Stosh there, showing off his butterfly marble fade. Very expensive knife. As you know, he is a bit of a hype beast. I've seen him in person. He wears the Balenciagas. Oh, we get a team kill Meki once again. Oh my god, luck is not against him on this game. Wow. And Member's just crawling around. And he's wondering where all the CTs are. Little does he know they're all in mid, and he gets taken down by Stosh.
Yeah,
G3 the eco frags. Oh my god, G3.
No respect. Literally in their spawn, 30 seconds into the round. Holy. Alright, so Mackey 5, they're down 4-13, so if they are to make the comeback, they need to win this round.
Oh, they absolutely do. This is a bit of a last-ditch effort. We can see the full buy coming out. 5 AKs. Alvaro will get taken down by a first nade. Meki's 5 once again.
No, poor
Meki is
5.
fuming.
He's dead before he gets to even see anyone.
You can only feel bad for him.
Another kill through smoke. Oh no, it's like 2 dead through smoke. That's unfortunate for Meki's 5.
Bit of a snowball here for G3 Esports. They had a rocky start, but lo and behold, they're coming up onto the 18th round now with 13 rounds to their name. Well, Raze will get a pick onto Axios though, but he gets taken down immediately. That being said, the the guns that the CTs have aren't particularly great. So if Mamba and Lavabell pop off here, they might be able to find an opening on the A bomb site. And that's exactly what they're trying to do. They're lurking up into mid. Mamba will take down Septic, and now the two Banana players know they have to run all the way back to the A site. Lavabell find him on the A bomb site. Stosh sees him, gets a picker off onto Lavabell. And it's an all impossible task for Mamba here. He can find Stosh. He finds Stosh. He knows the players are rotating. He's getting cornered. We might see Cheetos run him down here, get the tag, and he will find him. That could have been a very real possibility there for Mamba if Cheetos had let him get the bomb plant down. So with 3 1v1s there that he might have been able to take advantage of if he planted in a safer position.
Yeah, so you can tell that G3 Esports understand the map very well, using their util beautifully, getting this 2 picks. Oh, this is not looking too good for Meki5. They need to convert this
Absolutely. It might seem as a bit of a string of bad luck on Meki's behalf, but actually all of the nades has been eating, and all of the shots through smoke have been pretty calculated. G3 Esports knows exactly where to shoot. Perhaps this round we'll be able to see something from Meki here. Lurking in the cutout. He might be able to get a pick off here. Oh, he's lining up the smoke, smoking towards Arch. Septic will find Raze in the meantime. He almost gets the second there, but Mamba follows up with a shot onto Axios, and Mamba gets 2. Mamba is firing on all cylinders here. He's fuming about last round. And he's not waiting for the CTs to act up before he takes the B bomb site. The CTs are rotating, but of course Meki was lurking at mid, and he might be able to sneak up on all 3 of them. This might be his redemption arc right here. What's to play in construction? Meki can't get a shot off.
No.
Oh, that is tragic. Septic will find 2. Must have been a brilliant 90-degree turn from him. And it's just down to a 2v1 though. So Meki's 5 will still potentially close this round out. They just need to be very cautious. Sharks gets taken down in the meantime to very low HP. The Lavabell comes swinging round. And that's a very well-needed round from the T side.
Yeah.
That was a very do-or-die moment. And Mamba delivered.
Yeah, CT economy not looking too good as well. Yeah, it looked like Meki5 was a bit shook there, having been killed through smoke multiple rounds in a row.
He's definitely very tilted from the last couple of rounds. Pretty much an acute angle he is. Meki5 will find the opening pick onto Axios though. See 2 picks. Third pick from Mamba, as Liftcore will take down Raze and Cheetos will take down Meki. 3v2, the odds still favor Meki's 5. Cheetos, meanwhile, just gonna hide right below the hay bales. He gets a pick off onto Sharks, and he gets a very beautiful shot onto Mamba. That was insane. Lavabell will clean him up, however. It's just down to a very tense 1v1. Liftcore does not have the right weapon for the job, but he might be able to make it work. The bomb will go down. Lucky Naps, he chooses gonna walk away. I'm not sure if Lavabell would have been able to hear that. Taking this very cautiously, Liftcore. He wants to close this map out. Lavabell, meanwhile, expects him to come from short. Will he see him come out through apps? He spots him, and Liftcore, what a beautiful shot, jumping onto the railing and getting him. That was a very tense situation, but Liftcore, his patience paid off.
Yeah, so
And he'll have enough time to defuse the bomb.
the G3 Esports taking the halfway round.
Yeah, it's match point right now.
Beautiful shots by, who was it? Axios, I believe it was. One digs.
Yeah, the shots were from Axios.
Yeah, crazy one digs. Alright, so match point for G3 Esports.
He's 5 has a fairly decent buy, but the utility is limited. And you can see they're taking this round very slowly. None of their utility has been thrown out yet. They're waiting to burn down the utility from G3 Esports. And Lavabell will walk right into Septic. This man is firing so well today. He's got 22 kills to his name. carrying G3 Esports. Stosh will get taken down for being too greedy though. Meki5 finds his head behind the smoke, or in front of the smoke actually. He did walk out. Meki5 will find a second onto Liftcore, but Septic returns with a kill onto Raze, still at Banana. He misses a third, but the information is there. And the terrorists have to go for the A-bomb site. Axios will find Meki5. He will find a second onto Sharks as well. This might be game over, but we've seen Mamba play. He's hit some incredible shots in the last few rounds, but now he has to do it all for his team. 1v3. And the CT side, very willing to close his back. He's going to play a crossfire, and he gets taken down from a lurking Cheetos. And that's map 1, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, very well played. So in the
G3
beginning of the
Esports, comfortable win there.
Yeah, beginning of the game looked like it was a bit competitive. I think it was like 4-4 at a point, but once G3 Esports got their foot in with the buys and strats, it just rolled away. Meki5 couldn't do anything about it.
Absolutely, it looked like they hadn't woken up yet actually. G3 Esports in the first few rounds, but maybe they took a few shots of Red Bull, and then they started firing, and Meki5 could not stop it.
Yeah. Very well played from G3 Esports, but overall a nice game by Meki5 as well. We saw some great individual plays, and the utility usage as well for Meki5 was pretty good as well.
Absolutely, yeah.
Alright, so do we know what team is going to be playing next? Can we get the brackets up?
I do believe there's going to be 2 games playing. I'm not sure, but we might be able to see the losers bracket game next, unless of course we need to another game in the winners bracket. So we can see here that Nonciaga has got a bye, and they'll be looking like they're going to face up Team Prime in the next one. Meanwhile, G3 Esports is going to move up to verse Team Radav in the winners bracket round 2.
I'm excited to see Team Radav and G3 Esports play, because it looks like those 2 teams are going to be the favorites for this tournament. So seeing them verse each other out so early in the winners bracket might be interesting.
Absolutely.
Alright.
Yes, we might be watching the winners bracket 2.2 next, so it might be Team Prime versus Nonciaga. Team Prime, of course, being a mixed team of solo entrants into this tournament. So they will have the disadvantage there. Perhaps they'll be able to pull it off. This might be the first entrance of Nonciaga to the tournament. I am not quite familiar with their names, actually.
Yeah.
Do you know anything about them? No, okay.
Not really. But they did get a bye, so we'll see how this game goes. So, back to the last game. What do you think that Meki5 should have done, or could have done, to maybe make the game a bit more competitive?
Well, I think they were at quite a bit of a disadvantage in most of the rounds, solely because of, I mean, a string of bit of bad luck, but it seems like the winning side, G3 Esports, just had the setup down pat, and a couple of shots through the smoke made all the differences in some of those rounds.
Yeah. And then I think, who was the player that popped off from G3 Esports? Orpa?
On G3 Esports, well, Septic and Leftcore all showed up with plenty of kills, 23 kills to Septic and 18 for Leftcore. Stosh showed up with about 15, of course, about 90% of them were eco frags. But either way, unfortunately, on Meki's 5. I mean, Meki5 and Mamba did show up at the end. Meki5, of course, having a string of bad luck of nades and shots through smoke. But in the end, he did manage to find a few kills. But of course, there it seems like they just couldn't get the aim down onto G3 Esports, and it ended up being a comfortable victory. But we don't know. Perhaps Team Radav will be able to put an end to this reign of terror that G3 Esports seems to be putting.
Yeah, so who do you think is going to win out of those 2? So I'm not really sure. Because I know
Right.
Team Red Dev is like solo. Bunch
Yeah,
of
they're solo, but we also know how good Radav is.
Yeah,
Um,
and I recognize some of the uh players from Team Red Dev from
it looks
Valorant.
like actually that one of our fellow CS:GO Raw players, Forvent, will be joining Team Radav. I'm looking at the
Oh,
spreadsheet here. He's actually listed on there as a substitute for potentially Sunshine, who is currently unverified. So you might be able to see him in the next game. If that's the case, then it's a very challenging game for G3 Esports, because not only will they have Radav, but they'll also have Forvent to show for who is a professional player.
yes, that would be interesting. All right, so we'll go to a 5-minute break right now, and then once we come back, we'll be doing map maps for the next map. So see you then.
I see you then.
Alright, so welcome back everyone. So right now we have another caster with us. So we have Ero, so do you care to introduce yourself, Ero?
Hello, I am a member of Unisabi Esports, and I'll be casting the game today.
Yeah.
I'm not sure which one it is, but I'm sure it'll be a good match.
Yeah, so next time gonna be winners bracket 2.2. So Team Prime versus Nonciago. So not much we've heard from these teams, but I'm sure it's gonna be an interesting game.
Yeah, absolutely. So, have the VAT bans started yet?
Now we're gonna start the map bans in a few minutes. But in the meantime, Ero, so let's talk about CSGO. I know you play that game every now and
Yes, yes. Every now and then, that
every
could
now
be
and then.
correct.
Yeah,
Yes.
so what do you think about the game state right now? Because I know a lot of people have moved to Valorant. So
Yes.
what do you think that could be done about that?
I feel like the main thing with CS is that Valve doesn't really care about its marketing, and Riot really prioritizes like marketing and making the game accessible to as many people as possible. Which results in the fact that people are eventually gonna transition over, such as like when Dota and League were kind of getting into that market. There's something very similar happening here. Although CS:GO isn't exactly dead, it's definitely declining in North America and Oceania. Even though in Europe it's mostly favored to CS. It's just that the people who are used to like the game mechanics will stay, and the people who don't will probably transition over.
Yeah, that's fair. So right now, about the CSGO meta. So I know the most recent massive meta change was the incorporation of the M4A1S. So what else
Yes.
do you think that the game should do? Like what else do you want to see that changes?
I,
Or the Valve should
I feel
change?
like the game itself is just pretty balanced. They other than like the M4A1S currently being a bit overpowered, like if they just switch the prices of the A1S and the A4, I think the game would be in a pretty good spot. Otherwise, yeah, there's really not much else that I would really change.
Sure. Yeah, so I remember I used to play this game religiously, but I remember in matchmaking, like we'd always verse cheaters, so that's the reason why I stopped the game. But honestly, I really love the game. But
Yeah, I feel like
Valorant.
well, yeah, also Valorant is just like a newer engine, so it's much harder for players to have cheats configured out for it. Whereas like Source has been like out for like decades, right? So I expect Valorant to have like maybe a few more cheaters like down the line when the engine gets older, and for CS to have less once Source 2 does come out, if that is ever happening. But yeah,
Yeah.
also yeah, the fact that the game is just very polarizing, just two very different kind of playstyles. You're gonna have to memorize abilities for Valorant, and for CS, it's all about kind of counting utility and knowing the timings.
So it looks like we're going to the map bands now. So what do you think we'll see from the map bands area? Oh, so it looks like
Uh,
Nature's band first.
oh, okay. So I would like for lesser played maps like Ancient, Vertigo, and Nuke to be explored, but unfortunately, those aren't really like the pug suitable maps.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of expecting a Mirage or Inferno. Maybe it does too, but yeah, it would be nice to see some variety every now and then.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, everyone's really comfortable with those plug mags from Mirage Inferno. And for some people it does too, even though a lot of me personally not a big fan of it. What do you think
Yeah,
about this too?
same here. I really don't like Dust 2. If anything, they should bring back Train and take out Dust 2. I really don't like the map, so
Oh, that's alright. Train got taken out. Yeah, Train. I really love Train, especially like going on top of those trains and playing off there. That was really fun. Train was probably
yeah.
one of my favorite maps. And now
I
we got
think
Overpass there.
overall, yeah, RNG based maps like those two, just even though they're iconic, they just really don't have like a competitive place in the game, in my opinion. They're just simply way too polarizing based on spawns, based on a lot of like stuff such as retaking, and yeah, it's really not a fun map to play, in my opinion. But
Yeah.
yeah, okay, so it looks like Nuke is banned. So the remaining three maps will be Mirage, Inferno, and Dust 2. So
Oh,
and oh,
Inferno's gone.
Inferno's out. So it's either going to be Mirage or Dust 2 for this game.
Honestly, I'm hoping to see some Dust 2, because Dust 2 is more, like you said, timing based, and a lot of one-on-one duels.
Yeah, that's true. Dust is a very nice map to watch, kind of like Vertigo, but it's honestly not great to play. And oh, would you look at that? Dust 2 is going to be selected for the map.
Yeah, I personally think like when we used to play a team together, Dust is one of those harder maps because, like you said, timings is very important in this map. So like you might be forced upon a role that you're not suitable for, like peeking long or.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Because well, other maps normally spawns aren't that decisive, but on long, you pretty much, if you have the long spawn, you pretty much have to contest long.
Yeah.
If your team decides to do so. So the meta, like actually a couple years ago, back when Astralis was dominating, was to actually send 4 players long and and 1 player to anchor beat on by itself with utility. Once you secure long control, you can really kind of just move back over towards mid because it's so hard for the teams to retake long if it's not in like the initial 20-30 seconds on the round.
Yeah, true. That's why Dust is not one of my favorite maps because of that sole reason.
What do you think about Ancient? You think the map needs to be changed, or you really just want to see it removed entirely?
Oh, so I haven't played Ancient that much, but it seems kind of fun in my opinion. The only I think about Ancient is that I find it a bit too dark for me, so it might be a bit difficult. But other than that, I think it's a really balanced map. What about
Yeah,
you?
well, I think Ancient is right now a bit CT-sided, and also like the optimization could be better. But I really liked how it's fresh in a way. It really kind of epitomizes the importance of like fakes, kind of like Inferno on Ancient, and the area of like cave or diggity is really important as well. So it's really nice to see teams adapt to that kind of stuff, and hopefully like as the map gets studied more and more, we'll get to see some more exciting new strats for it.
Yeah, for sure. So we should be going to the game very soon. And for Dust 2, do you think it's a CT or G-sided map?
Interestingly, Dust 2 in IM Katowice was not actually played a whole lot. I think overall only 2 or 3 times in the entire event, which is extremely surprising. But in Pro League, which is currently happening right now, it's been the most picked map. And actually, there is an astonishing 60% win rate for the CT side, which is like never seen before. Just because, like, although this is like a small sample size, it's just insane how much like the CTs win on this map in the like recent memories in pro games. Yeah, probably to do with the A1S being kind of a bit overpowered right now. But
Yeah.
I think it's also because teams are just really starting to figure out how to play against the T side defaults. Because there's only really one default for the T side if you don't have a long spawn, and that's just to go lowers and to contest from mid to B control. And the better you get at contesting that, like really the better you could become at map on the CT side.
Oh yeah, so the massive Dust 2 change, so they got rid of that, they put a block, so T-side
Yes,
can't see.
that was
Yeah.
one of the big changes that I was getting
Yeah,
to.
so personally I feel like that made the map a lot more playable because, you know, when I'm usually a Bianca, and whenever I'm crossing like 50% of the time, I'm like 1 HP getting tagged.
Yeah, you and me both, brother.
Yeah.
You really don't need to use the smoke anymore to cross, which is insane. Like smokes are just the most important utility in CS:GO, in my opinion.
Yeah,
And
it also allows CT to do a bit more aggressive play, especially its bottom mid and lowers, right? Because they can
yes,
cross lowers without teasing them unless the tease drop suicide. I
yeah,
think.
because if you get a guy to jump spot suicide and they don't see anything, that really gives you like a small window of opportunity to just push as far up into mid as you can or into lowers. And as a T side, you kind of have to be cautious and use utility to clear it out, which is wasting time. Or you just have to like go for like you just trade them out, right? So yeah, it really gives CTs a lot more opportunities to play around the map.
Yeah, true.
So about these players, have you heard of these guys before?
No, I haven't heard of a single person. Oh, I haven't heard of
And
these teams
it's
as
on,
well.
it's on you to us, yeah.
Yeah, it's not us.
I'm not sure who's actually playing on the teams, but I guess we'll see that in a few minutes. What's the update on the server?
So yeah, it looks like we're still getting players in. So I'm pretty sure one of the teams is, sorry, one of the teams is a bunch of solo signups, and the other team is a team. So it looks like the team signup will be having a massive advantage in that case, but we'll see how the solo signup team can go.
Yeah, I mean, last semester in Valorant Casual League wasn't the winner, Team of Solace.
I don't think so. I think it was Salt and Pepper, and that was Cox's team.
Oh, okay. I'm not exactly sure, but I did hear like a solo team got really far into the bracket, so there's always hope. It's never really over,
Yeah, that's true.
and especially in Dust 2, which is like a very pug based map, right? Where team play doesn't really matter as much as most other maps. So we'll get to see a few more players available for the solo team in that case.
For sure. So last casual league, do you remember who won the CS:GO tournament?
I believe it was Circus team. So Circus, Rudian, Terry, and
sup-
Banana,
I'm
and
surprised.
Yoxo as well.
Yeah, I'm surprised I didn't see him this semester.
Yeah, it's always surprising because Circus always has like a really stacked team every time we come in. But I think this time it's going to be Redav's team, right? Redav and Forvin, two extremely good players, and I'm not sure who the teammates are, but I would expect them to be very capable as well. So.
Yeah, the thing with the Redevs team is that it's a solo team as well.
Oh, it's a solid team as well.
Yeah, with only so it's a solo team. But thing with Slosh's team, so G3 Esports, that is a full sign-up team. So they have the advantage in that sense. So we'll see what can what can win us.
I have seen a few of the members in G3 Esports a lot in retakes and deathmatch, and they are pretty sharp. So yeah.
So you recognize the players? Because I don't recognize.
Yes, I've seen Difficult and Septic in retakes very frequently, and Stosh, obviously we all know him. The other two I'm not too sure.
Okay. Yep. So team should be ready very soon.
Yep, we should be hopping into the broadcast.
So what kind of strats do you like in Dust 2 T-side? Because I know that
Oh man.
T-side Dust 2 is absolutely cancerous.
Yeah, T-side does too when you really like when the momentum is against you. It sometimes feels like it's possible to do anything. But generally, the most consistent strategy is to kind of commit plays into lower, because if you're not going for early long take, you need the control, because once you lose long, the CTs will push for control on other areas of the map, such as tunnels or in mid. So if you have like one player kind of just anchoring mid, watching mid push and watching the long push, you can send 3 players into lower than 1 person.
3
really
players.
anywhere else.
Oh wait,
Yes.
T-side, sorry.
Yeah, T side, yes, not CT side. Well, that could be a strat actually. Who knows? Anyway, yeah, it's either long control or you throw a fast Xbox mode to try and get fast short control. Because if you control early on in the round, you may as well just like save, because it's really hard to break through if you don't get early map control, since Dust 2 has so many open angles.
Definitely agree with that. So yeah, one of the problems of Dust 2 CT, like we mentioned before, was that timings, and that it's so uncomfortable for players. So what about CT
Yeah.
side? What do you think that players should do, what teams should do to
Well, on CT side, Dust 2, like it's not like Inferno where you can kind of take shots and fall back to angles. Dust 2 is very, very, very open, and if you take a fight, you have to commit to a gunfight. So, yeah, the CTs just have to be decisive and not play scared. Confidence is king.
We're starting the game now, and like you said, we have CT players down lows already. It looks like it's just B execute. Rush B, typical Rush B. And you got Ropes taking the entry frag.
Yeah, and it is a trade for CTs, and they're just pushing straight through windows. Almost, and Ropes gets 2 and almost gets another one as well. And yeah, also this map is so hard to retake. A B bomb site just so difficult to break through once you lose it, and HB does go down. It's all down to Q9 CT, and he gets taken out by C Nissa. Okay. Now that the T's have won the round, they can really just enjoy such a big weapons advantage, which in this map is just almost impossible to lose. This is a really underpowered in this map, since there's a lot of long range angles.
I just realized Nunciaga, they rush B side with 3 people, no util, no armor, and they won the round.
That's really ridiculous. Okay, so there's the lowest push we were talking about. He does get the kill and would also not actually go for the gun, just holding for low control. And Rips does notice someone here, but the Xbox smoke will keep him away. HMB will make contact, and he's actually gonna take him down, and runs out of ammo. Doesn't manage to get traded out by Shaquille, and what is going
Oh my
on?
god, a knife kill in the second round of the game.
Put down the big one, and he gets taken down. What a play from I don't even know what to say about his name, but what a play that was.
Yeah, we'll just call him
Sad
C
face.
or
Sad
sad
face. We'll
face.
see.
Yeah, we call him
Yeah,
sad face.
surely. I mean, he has enough money from North. Yeah, he's gonna bring it
Oh
out as
my
well.
god.
Uh,
Yes.
I'm assuming Prime is the team with signups, right? Like the team signups.
Uh, I think so. Yeah.
He's already up short, and Q9CT just playing around the boxes, gets one kill before he has to commit to the reload, and TT just going up onto short, but no armor, they just get mowed down by these superior rifles, and yeah, that's the round. Just Q9CT, really nice hold there. Full house for him and HMB, and T-side finally, they do have some money, so they can actually kind of buy Galils and Mac-10s, but I think they will just commit to the pistols.
Uh,
Oh, there is an AK, yeah.
is that a hero AK?
Yeah, these buys are weird, man. I'm not sure what's up with that, but we do see few unarmored pistols. HMB is gonna just opening shot, and it's gonna go back. There's no util there for the T side, so that really just lets him like peek at will, and he's gonna regroup into T spawn.
So Prime has all the control in the world. They got lowest control, which means they pretty much have tunnels control.
Yeah, and Optimus right. This play. Oh, he decides to go back, and I think Chow's heard him.
The timing.
They've completely left B actually. They think B's completely okay, so now they're going back, thankfully. We have a lot of players here, and he's gonna take contact onto the play Law, who's clearing the close corner, and he's gonna get two as well, and a third. Wow. Yeah. Unarmored pistol is really just no match for the M4A1S.
Yeah, so Optimus there taking full advantage of that suicide wall, just pushing lowers. I think that's like second round in a row, getting all that control for his team.
Yeah, and that's why early control on this map is so important, right? Just because, like, as you can see, the T side, since they had no map control, they really had nowhere to go after the first couple seconds, and now they're taking a bit of, the CT is taking a bit of liberties. That's the X1 smoke, but Sadface is just gonna take him down immediately, just gonna fall back, and yeah, the lowest player is going to be taken out as well after this prime, and he's going to get a double as well. And it's all down to the two players left in top mid, and the bomb is still dropped in lowers.
So Prime taking all the control in the map. They take long control, mid control, and lowers. I'm not sure what the T's can do. What do you think the T's can do to catch up to Prime?
I don't like the T's right now. Just really not coordinated enough. They really just need to like play more control towards lowers or towards short. As you can see, they do know some pieces of util that would help it out. But like as you can see, this spacing here is so bad that like if the lowest player close contact like he is now, and he's just gonna get trigger discipline. Like there's no one there to trade, right? So Optimus can just immediately just get out and occur unpunished because that's just a free kill and the AK just lost.
Yeah, and that smoke on the CT is huge. Look at that. They're pushed up short, pushed up long. Only thing now, they know that they have to be tunnels.
Yeah, exactly. And this is going to be so brutal if they decide to commit off this. Sad face it knows exactly what's coming, and yeah, look at the map.
3 stacked towards B.
They're absolutely trapped here, and they have so much utility. They can actually just delay them forever. And Kunasi actually goes for a fight, does get caught, and that actually opens up an avenue of entry into the A bomb side through short. And Optimus Prime is going to get that headshot on Chow going from mid doors, and fight the extra guy as well. Does eventually go down, so trades back and forth, but yeah, as you can see, two players left in mid. Really nowhere to go now. They have to commit into Meshuggah, and he gets one.
Ooh,
Oh, that is dirty, and he gets punished for it. What? Do you think the round was over? Is that why he teabagged him in the middle of the open? That was a bit... that was a bit toxic.
yeah, and then we see the SG. I haven't seen that going for a while. I remember how the SG used to be broken going back in the day, but now...
Yeah, Creek Metal was truly just a different time, but right now it's it's still usable like as a substitute for an AWP
Nah.
if you're like a lurker or something that you can use to hold angles. Like I've seen Nico use it a few times in professional games, but really yeah, they're really pushing up suicide.
They have
Yeah,
they have spawn control now. Oh no.
yeah, and look at the backstab here from Sad Face. He just get two, and yeah, this round's over. Last two players just left in middle, and they're just surrounded. Like look at them, they're just completely cut off everywhere, and they actually don't know where to go. And oh, sorry, the T's don't know where to go, and CTs don't know where to look. There's so much chaos going on in this game.
Yeah, I would like to see the T's try to take long, but look at their spawn. They have no long spawn. That's tragic. Yeah,
Yeah,
one thing
did
that I
this like the
noticed.
Call of B rush shit, like two pieces of utility, right? Like a single Molotov and a single nade just shuts like any hope of that. So yeah,
That's
it's
true.
really rough.
Yeah, one thing I noticed from the T side is that, like, we are talking about earlier how timing is very important in this map, but the T sides for the first 5-10 seconds around, they're just sitting at spawn.
Yeah, and like running out with your pistol out, even though like it seems a little like pedantic, it really does shave off a lot of opportunities. And like yeah, as you can see, like Q9CT just able to push up short really without any retaliation. You should be able like if you're pushing up short, you really should be expecting resistance from like lower tons or top mid. But yeah, T's just a bit too sedentary. They need to like take matters into their own hands.
Yeah, I would like to see some more U2 usage and team play from the T's. Oh, this
Weapons, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that's a bit unfortunate from Ropes there. And as you can see, Agent B does hit that shot, not really blinded by that flash there. And yeah, again, the T is just 20 seconds around and they have absolutely nothing to show for it, right? Just absolutely no control at all. They're just stuck in mid and they know there's an AWP still in bottom mid they have to contest.
yeah, they have full tunnels control. Mid, long. Ooh, let's see if they can clear Optimus Prime. Nah, so Optimus Prime takes out. Who's that? I don't know, but Shaquille gets the kill on Sad Face.
Yeah, and
Just straight at the mid.
again, just it's back into 1v4 big round. Oh, gets
Ooh.
one kill with the scope. That is, yeah, that is
Oh.
something.
I am not a big fan of buying the Krieg with no armor.
Yeah, me neither. HB is gonna miss that shot, but it's gonna repick. Really, just nothing to lose for it. And he's gonna get flashed in, and yeah, gets the kill on the repick. Just domination here from Prime.
Yeah, something the T's could. Oh, they have decent long spawn now. Something the T's could do is that HMB solo holds long with the ult, so they just throw one good flash over. He's blinded, and they should be able to take long pretty freely if HMB allows it.
Yeah, so the way to kind of take long a CT is to just flash in your AWPer, just to make sure he can peek long safely. But really nothing done towards long that round. Even they had the spawns, but the kills do come through in lower tons. Finally, bit of reprieve.
Yeah, they were
And-
holding for the mid aggression, so they got the mid aggression and also the lowest aggression. So seems like T's are finally starting to understand what's going on.
Oh, what just happened there? Someone disconnect?
Oh, yeah, it looks like.
Yeah, that's unlucky. Shaquille just taking that Q9 CT, who or just dunked it into the lower tons, getting a chunk of damage from the Chow. But it is a 4v2. The CTs are very spread out, and this is like a problem, right? Which is why in the CTs, if you lose a bomb site, it's very, very hard to retake. So you just save, but they don't clear the angle, and Optimus Prime is gonna get two. Oh dear, this is falling apart.
No.
Yeah, all down the big right, and he knows where he is. Is he gonna peek him actually? He is, and a clean headshot there.
Oh.
Wow. He just holds it down, just really punishes them for not clearing that angle. And this is why it's so important to just check really every corner progressing to the bomb side.
Should be getting a pause here, no?
Yeah, we should be getting a tech pause, but it seems like just gonna let this run because yeah, I guess they don't really have the momentum, so they are gonna try and get this over and done with.
Yeah.
Looking towards mid, so I actually like this. They're actually not allowing them to push on mid freely, and they are taking a bit of control this time. So towards middle, even though it's not a lot to show for it, they have pushed them back into the catwalk. Nice Xbox smoke as well. Okay. The T side does actually progress into mid, and there is a gunfight. CT is really just just winning it out, and Sadface just spots another player. Yeah, and it's all down to Big Ron. Really, Glock knows no utility, not really anything to show for it, and he's gonna get taken down. Yeah. Do you even think the team's gonna come back from this deficit at this point?
Probably not. It just looks like Prime have the better individual players and team play, and also a better understanding of how the game works, with the way that they're taking control all over the map. And it looks like T side. Oh, I see the DAC coming out from Big Run. Maybe that's why he saved last round.
Yeah, Dak, and he does have some body armor, no helmet. But look at the Suicide players, they're literally already up in their spawn.
What the hell?
Yeah,
Did he get the kill?
what is going on this game? I can't. If you gave me $1 million to explain what is happening in this game, I could not give you an explanation. It's all down to Chow, and he's in backyard, so the bomb is dropped. They know they have to come to him, and he's actually gonna get the kill on Sadface, who is holding the bombs. Bit of hope, perhaps. Flashes do come out for the CT side. Chow does elect to fall back as 3 plays on the bomb now, and yeah, there's really nowhere for him to go. Has to take the fight, and does get taken out by Q9 CT. So
Oh,
11
wait.
to 1 lead.
I thought it was Valorant for a second. I thought it was halftime now. Damn it.
Yeah, Valorant is
I'm surprised to see that there's no tech pause. It's a
Yeah.
4v5.
same here. I'm not sure what's happening here.
Unless it's like a rage quit maybe, and he just gave up.
That
And you
would
got the DAC coming again.
Yeah, I mean, there's really no explanation for what is happening in this game. I feel like.
Is that an M249 versus
Yeah,
a
I
DAC?
mean, this is what happens, right? If you recall, back in the ETS tournament last year, we actually brought out the M249 for a couple rounds and.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna see Sadface give it a bit of love, you know, but it's actually
Ooh.
3-on-2 now.
Yeah, 3v2 advantage to the
And-
T's, and they're up long. Way up long.
Yeah, they actually do have utility to cross as well, so they are crossing the bomb site, but Q9 CT looking to deny any kills, and they're going to just pick him in the open, and no trade. Finally, the trade actually does come through. It's all down to Meshuggah on 12 HP, so this is actually a winnable round for the T's. The first time in a very long time.
If they manage to get out, close out the remaining few rounds, there is still a chance for.
Yeah, 11-4 half is not too terrible, although it's still like a huge effort to come back. Oh, Meshuggah gets a kill, and Ropes does get spotted, and he's on the AWP actually, so the HP actually won't make a difference as he pulls the pistol out. Just of the smoke, and he's gonna go for Ninja. He's sticking it, and Ropes is gonna run, but he's gonna be too late. Oh no. On Siaka. Yeah, at least the AWP is saved, you know, like if you're looking for positives.
Oh no, they needed that round.
Yeah, they absolutely needed that round, and like that's a round you expect to win about 99% of the time, right? Such a low HP player.
We see
There is a bit of
two-
constant control.
Yeah, we see 2 M249s coming from the CT side.
Yeah, I want to see if Optimus will actually peek into this with the M249. He's right around the corner. So this actually could happen. Meanwhile, Sadface has pushed deep into long, and he's gonna get peeked. He's gonna get the headshot to Ropes. Yeah, taking absolute liberties here, the CT side. He's gonna get him through the smoke as well. Yeah, I mean, at this point, the T side, they just have to group up and push something. They have to like take long control.
Yeah, but Sadface is holding with the M249.
Yeah, and the bomb is going towards B, so very spread out, and yeah, QNCT just taking liberties again up into short. And the Tons push actually is not spotted until the last second. He's actually gonna get away with 1. So actually didn't notice it. We are back into a 5-on-5 now. So there we go. Maybe that will be the turning point. I mean, right now, however unlikely it is, it's never over until it's over, right?
Sure, if non-Siaka get these last 2 remaining rounds, there is.
Yeah, it's last round and a half, they have to just commit to a buy, and yeah, so the weaponry is still kind of lacking. There is the P90, and a Krieg as well. So Meshuggah's just gonna get an opening pick into Suicide. Ropes goes
Oh,
down
they
yet
have long
again.
control now. Let's go.
Yeah, they do actually have long control. So, but there are two heavily armed CTs here holding. HMD does miss the initial shot, does not connect the no scope, and yeah, look at this flank. Like they know they have to. They're both long, and sadly just closing in on them. They're all
Will they
just right behind
expect
them.
Oh no.
I'm not sure they will. And then no one's looking, and he's actually gonna make so much noise, but they and nobody hears that. No, come
Oh,
on.
he's going for the knife.
No way he's gonna get the knife right.
He's
Oh, surely
running.
not. Surely not. What is going on?
As he playing with no sound? He's full on running. That is a nice knife though, Cranbit.
I mean, I'm lost for words. I'm absolutely lost for words.
They're not looking too good for Nonciaga. A 13 round deficit here.
Yeah, maybe we should just like pack it up, just let it run to the next game. Just switch over.
They need to win this pistol if they really get a chance.
Yeah,
Oh, and he gets
HMP
instant dive.
instantly. Yeah, instantly takes him out. And
Oh,
what, what,
he's just giving up. Okay, what's going on, Long?
what is happening? Is it like a generous agreement that we've missed in the chat? Hey, that's actually a nice headshot though, from such a long range. The Glock and Shaquille is the only player with double digits on his team. He's actually gonna get a kill for the smoke, and there is a player close by. I think he knows, but yeah, I think this game just devolved to trolling now.
Oh wait, it is a 2v2 though.
It is a 2v2, and both of the are pretty cut off, and
Oh,
Shaquille is actually gonna get a third kill. So it's actually potentially winnable for Meshuggah if he
what
can get
is
pick up the
going
bomb.
on?
Yeah, I don't know.
Is his mouse broken or something? It looks like his mouse is broken.
What's happening?
And Nonciaga gets a second round. Comeback is still possible if they manage to win every single round from here on.
I honestly have no idea what's happening. So yeah, there is a second round, so at least something to take away. Shaquille has been a standout player. Actually gonna take his KD into positive range, which regardless of the score is just, like, considering the score, is very impressive.
Yeah, true. So managing to keep up a positive KD where we have one of his teammates on 0 kills is impressive.
The pause does come through, but the T side, since they do get the bomb plant, they are going to be able to afford a lot of superior weaponry and some util if they decide to do so. So
Yeah, with the AK coming out already from Q9CT.
yeah, I would expect an AK, some Galils, upgraded pistols, and some util Mac 10s potentially for the T side. And even the CT side, they won the pistol. Like, there's really not much that you can show for it in terms of economy.
Yeah, definitely.
So the pause is still going. What do you think about the rest of the bracket? Who do you think is gonna take away?
I'm just
the bracket?
hyped for Team Redev and G3 Esports. I think we'll
Yeah.
be streaming that game next as well.
Yeah, that'll be actually a very interesting matchup because
Yeah.
we very good players on both sides.
Yeah, I'm not really sure though who would win because we have G3 Esports who are an actual. Oh wait, never mind. Sorry, it's being played right now, so
Okay.
it's not streamed.
Yeah,
But
that's
yeah,
unfortunate.
I'm interested to see what the outcome would be of that game because we got G3 Esports who came in with preemptive with the team, so there would be some good coordination and strats coming out from them, I would assume. But with Team
Yeah,
Rev, they're a bunch of solo teammates.
I think if Redav and Forvin can carry, like, if they can carry, they can definitely take it away.
Yeah, if they can micromanage their team well enough, then it should.
Yeah, that is considering because I don't know who the rest of the teammates are, so I'm making a few assumptions here, but we do know Redav and Forvin to be two extremely strong players, so that's why we're making the assumption that if they can take over the game, it's very, very difficult for the opposing team, even with the experience of Stosh.
I believe both Redev and Fulvin are in the role team, right?
Yeah, I believe so. So what? Uh, Do we have a hard reset? So it might have been because of the tactical issues that happened last round. But
Wait, what's going?
what's actually happening? I'm very confused right now. But okay, so let's actually cast the pistol. So exact repeat of like the first round's pistol half, which is just a B rush and CT's getting opened up. And Saturday is just hopping around the middle of Zeus. It's gonna miss the shot, but yeah, it's all down to Chow and Big Ron, who are both about to be cleared out. Big Ron, yeah, there's no idea there's someone behind him. Oh, HMB. Oh, what is this?
I'm so confused.
What is happening? Like, he has to have no sound, right? He has to have no sound.
Yeah.
What is
Why
going
why
on
is this
right now?
goal line 0-1? Was it not 15-14 too?
I think they might have just reset the game just to because there were tac issues, but they actually reset the whole thing. So
Is there a
previous round.
Team K? I am lost for words. 2 team kills. I don't know what's going on.
I think at this point we just need to like kind of just intervene.
So how's your day been going, Aaron? What have you done today?
That's the transition we're going with.
Yeah.
My day's been fine. Woke up nice and early. Got some exercise in, and now here to watch some CS. Well, not the CS I was
Do we
expecting,
call
to be fair.
is this CS? Is this oh wait, it's 14-1 now. Oh, they changed it. Let's go.
Okay, so it seems like Matchmatic has come back to the rescue, but yeah, and it looks like the CT pistol before which they won is being replayed. I assume due to tactical. Oh, that's a nice shot there, from Chow, and it's all down to 1v2. So let's see if Safix can actually clutch this out. We know he's been very capable. He's no Kevlar, so we see some really nice shots here. Just going for no scopes and it's going to be taken down. Yeah. Okay, so I guess that's.
Game is restarted again.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's happening here.
Yeah, so about your day.
Yeah, I was just saying, like, I was expecting to watch some CS. This is not the kind of CS I was expecting to watch, to be completely honest. But here we are.
Redoing the pistol again? They are.
I am so confused right now.
Wait. They're gonna reach B before CTs reach B. If they rush it.
Is this actually happening?
Don't know.
Chow's actually